Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm back with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading for the month of November 2022 for anyone who has Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Gemini. So if you are a Gemini or a loved one or someone who you care about is a Gemini, this might be a reading that you want to watch. I wanted to thank you all for being here. If you are new, welcome, and if you have been following me for a while, welcome back to my channel. So let's begin the reading. Let's have our mind present for a second, maybe even take a deep breath or say a little prayer. And if you have a certain question in your mind, have it present in your mind. You might touch on that depending on the energies that I'm going to channel for you today. Okay, so for my dear Gemini, some of you are really tired of a situation. You are saying that I have had enough. And you're thinking about separating yourself from a situation that has been going for a long time. You might have been involved in this situation for a long time, but now, or maybe there's something that you have been trying to fix for a long time. For some of you, might be, for example, you're trying to quit smoking and you have tried a few times. This is just an example, and it never happened, or somehow it didn't work, and you're like, I'm done. Like I it's something again that you, or a person in your life that you have been dealing with them for a long time. You have tested them, you have tried different ways to fix the situation that didn't happen. I see that you're about to give up something that you have been trying to fix for a long time, but there was no luck. It might be for a good cause. I mean, yeah, you have been holding to this situation or to this person for a long time. You have been, either they have been very dear to you for some reason, or you have made them very attached, or you are very attached to them. And this attachment for some reason has been, I don't want to say toxic, but it has been painful or caused you pain. For some of you, it's a wrong relationship. Maybe some person that is not committed to you and you have been sticking to them. You're trying to hold them with your both hands. That's what I'm seeing. Like you have been trying to hold it. By all means, for some of you, is maybe a proper, like it's something like in finances or trying a job that you have been trying to keep by any at any cost. Or I don't know, it can be anything. Just I gave a few examples so that you can have an idea of what the energy is telling me. But it is time to release. And maybe even with the full moon that we had, you experienced some messages, you heard some messages, you saw some signals that this is time to let go. You need to let go. This is not going to work. I mean, maybe the universe sent some of you the message to, be ready for the next chapter of your life. This needs to go. This needs to unattach. You need to detach. I need to let it go. That's the message that I see, and the universe is sending you. But I see that some of you won't do that, and you're still sticking to that thing that you have. You're holding it. But when the universe will do its thing. It's not going to wait for us to be aligned. The universe will send us the signals, will send us the messages. But if we don't listen, it will do its own thing. So eventually, I think that it's good for you to rethink what is not really working in your life. Either it's a relationship or a job or a person, or even some kind of addiction or some kind of thoughts that you have. Be ready to let them go. I see 2 kids involved. That might be also something that maybe you are. I don't know how it might resonate, but as you know, this is not a private reading. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone. There might be hints in this for everyone. If you want to have a better, like more focused reading, you can book a private reading with me. I see small talks, and there is a small talks and people with small opinions, or that they're trying to help you, but either they are not that strong to change your mind or to have any impact on your decision, or you don't consider them, you don't take them seriously, and that can be another part of problem. The other way I can say that for some of you, maybe someone or some people are giving up on you because they think that it's not working, like they have tried to. Again, I mean, this can be vice versa, so take it as it resonates with your situation. Some people are thinking that it's not changing anything, and what they're saying, they have been trying, it's not working, and they're gonna give up, and their talks or helps or involvements are getting smaller and smaller, and at some point they might just leave and say, like, you know what, I don't know how to deal with this. But be careful not to be attached to something which is not real, something that's not committed, someone who's not going to be committed. I see that false as well. Some of you might go see a doctor. I don't know, for some reason I see the doctor with very big glasses, maybe an older person with very big glasses or very thick lens. They're writing or they're reading something. It also could mean that you need to find someone who's experienced to share your, I don't know if it's a doctor, to get advice from them. And I want to also say that there might be better opportunities. You can always get second opinion. It can be not always, it doesn't need to be a doctor. It can be any person who's trying to give you advice, or you are trying to get advice, even anything. It can be anything. But try to get someone who's knowledgeable and they have deep focus and deep understanding on your situation. For some of you, it can be yourself. You need to expand your knowledge in certain things and look deeper, look more carefully, look. Don't buy everything as it's said, or don't go the ways that you have gone in the past and you've already tried and it didn't work. Because I see that some of you are still doing it. You have I don't want to say a false hope, but you have a belief that you can change things. You think you can control things, but they're obviously not in your control. And I see like a tired, very tired and exhausted woman sitting there. They still think they can manage. They still think they can control everything. They're in their hands. They can think that, and they know, they're seeing, and they know that it's not the case. They have lost control, or there needs to be something changed. I see this woman, again, this can be energetically related to you, or it can come from the universe, but I can see that this person is trying to keep the control, keep controlling the situation. She's doing her best, she's doing her last efforts, all she can, but eventually she won't be able to hold it together. I see birds that she's keeping in the cage. This person, I don't know if you can see her, very pretty shape of a woman, and it can even get secretive, and someone might even cry. There might be tears coming out of it. There has been a lot of, I don't want to say torture, but there has been a lot of unbalance, unfair, injustice. Someone is just trying to hold the situation in their hands, although they know that it's not working and it's not fair, and they're keeping some kind of birds in a cage. It could be some good news or some changes. For example, let's just give you an example, like maybe a mother in a family is trying to control everything, and maybe, for example, there's possibilities for kids to go to a better school, or I don't know if it's a good example, but someone is controlling it and they're hiding the possibilities just because they have to control, or because they need to prove something, or they need to prove that they're not wrong and they haven't been wrong, but obviously this is not working. I definitely see children involved in this situation. So if somehow it resonates and you can think that you can change the situation for better, please do so. For someone, I can say maybe someone, maybe a female energy decides to leave her wedding party. Maybe in the very same day of the wedding, they realize that it's not a good decision and they'll just leave. Or maybe your discussions are going to get closer even for a proposal or getting married, but at some point, last minute, things change and things go out of control, and it's not expected, it's unexpected. Again, I see people accusing each other, or again, I don't know where you fall in this, but there is something that concerns a group of people, but the person who's responsible, or basically they're trying to say it's not there. I say argument, so be careful again about that. About this, someone might just leave while they are the center of all these things that happen, the center of all the negativity or the wrong actions, but they will quietly leave. So be careful, specifically if you have money, because they'll take that with them. They'll take the credit with them. If you are sharing something with someone and you know that it's not working, like you have money somewhere with someone and you know that it's not working, and there's always someone trying to say that those discussions, if you feel that things are not safe, your proper, like your money, your relationship, your even thoughts are not in a safe place, if you share them, be careful, because that person might just leave or disappear and take everything with them. If you have a business, a co-business partner in that, be careful. So that just comes to my mind very strongly. On the other hand, I see very good news or very good developments. New things are coming to your way for other people. I see that. I also see a older couple, like a grandfather, grandmother taking care of a kid. Very nice energy. I see that they can bring a lot of joy to the life of the kid, specifically if the kid is, I don't know, living with them or they're coming to visit. Yeah, I would say that your unease in your mental activities or in your thoughts is giving you a little bit of hardship in your health. Be careful about your health. I see an apple which is like has a lot of holes in it. So specifically with your lungs, be careful. If you are coughing or if people are sick, try to get distance. There might be you need to get cautious as it gets cold. Maybe in the northern hemisphere, if you live there might be, it's getting cold there because it's winter. There might be more sicknesses, there might be more risk to get infectious diseases, or I don't know, some kind of I see someone is coughing. Be careful, just take your health seriously, and that's your priority. But I see for some of you that your mind is the source of your unease in your health as well. Again, I see two people are separating. It can be collaboration, a partnership, a business partnership, and they think that things are going to be half and half, but it's not. So I said, be careful if someone is taking everything, and I don't want to say flee, but that's possible. For others of you, I see money comes. Specifically next year, there are good opportunities for you to expand your income. But again, I think that's if you do well this year and you pass this chaos that I can see might happen in the end of the year. But things are gonna go better. You need to get real. You need to get to the bottom of everything. If you want to neglect things and pretend that everything is fine and you are very happy and everything is good, while you know that deep down things are not good and it's actually a horrible disaster, then I don't know what to tell you. But if you really face the truth and be accepting the truth, I see good developments are coming for you. It might seem complicated in the beginning and you might not know exactly what you need to do. But I see good people around you eventually, specifically beginning of next year towards the middle of next year. I see very positive people around you. You need to get yourself out of a toxic situation now, or you need to leave toxic people behind now. That's when you can find or attract new people, good people with good energy towards you. I see face-to-face conversation. Be careful not to get into a discussion with people. There's a big sometimes it is hard for you to control your emotions, and you might really want to go and pick a fight with someone, or even verbally you might say some things that you could regret. So November could be a little bit turbulent for you as well. Don't take your swords in your hand and attack people because you don't know the truth. For some of you, I see someone in hands delivering flowers, a bouquet of flowers, or just a big basket of flowers to your home. That might be for an apology that someone owed you. That person could have made you very angry, or it's apology, or I don't know, something from a company or something that they're going to admire you for something that made you angry. Maybe they want to make it up for you. There is a travel coming up for you. It's quiet, very nice. Don't tell anyone if you can, because I see as you don't speak about it, it's like a hidden travel. Maybe you go somewhere which is very quiet and there's no one there, or you just go in silent and you go solo and you come back. You might have some toothache. Uh, be careful if you are taking a selfie, specifically if you are on a hill or something. Be careful, watch your back when you're taking a selfie, or your kids are playing with the phone or they're trying to take a selfie. They might go on up on a rock and want to take a, they might fall. So be careful about that. Or your phone might fall in someone, in a wrong person's hand. I can see that too. So I want to tell you to be careful about that. Um, there's a past connection. I don't know. I see a female energy, your mother figure, grandmother. Something about them is coming to your mind, or they have a strong presence in your life, or now they're helping you with something. Or maybe some of you remember them, like you're like, oh, my mom always said that, or grandma always said that, or something happens that resembles them to you and brings them memory to you. Yeah, again, I see children might be scared. So if you can, if you have kids, or you work with kids, or you know of any kid who is, I don't know, in an uncomfortable situation, or somewhere that they might be stressed or not very happy or comfortable, if you can do something about them, I see that. I see a scared child. For some of you, maybe the memories of your childhood, which were not very pleasant, comes back to you sometimes. Or maybe this, I don't want to say addiction, but this thing that you don't want to let go is from a childhood pattern, a childhood even drama or trauma, that you're sticking to something. You don't want to let go. It could be an addiction, as I mentioned, but you need to make a big change, my dear Gemini, towards the end of the year. And as we leave 2022 and go into 2023, you need to be a new Gemini. With all the things that happen in your, like Mars is retrograding in your sign from the end of October, and it's going to stay there for 6 months, and it's going to be bringing a lot of different things to your life. Many things need to let go. You need to let go of things and find new openings, new opportunities, new people who's going to be supportive for you. It's not a time to stick to the past, but you need to learn lessons from the past and let it go. If there's someone that you need to forgive, if you can, do so. Well, my dear Gemini, that was your reading. I hope that you liked it. Thank you so much, and until the next time, stay blessed.